Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with another review. Today, we're going to
hmm
review Extraction 2. This is on Netflix. IMDb gave this a
Yeah.
7.2. That's trash.
Whew.
7.2,
That
really?
is, that is way too low. That is
7.2
some
for this
BS right
joint?
there.
Really? Come on. I
That
mean,
is that's a lie right there. That is a lie.
7.2 for this, you know?
That is ridiculous.
I mean, come on. This joint, man, listen, we were just talking offline. The
hmm
Russo brothers, I don't know what they do with the MCU, all that sort of stuff, right?
hmm
But the sort of like universes that they're building with Citadel and also Extraction, this is
Yeah.
what they do well, spy joints.
This is a quality movie right here. I
This
can't
is,
stress this enough.
yeah.
That as far as action goes, I say this is up there with John Wick, and it because the thing about it is when you watch a movie like usually action movies they're shooting a bunch of bullets and then they don't take any damage. Like
Mhm.
Chris Hemsworth is getting bodied this entire movie.
Yeah.
He got he got shot in the hand twice. All right, two times he got shot in the hand.
Hmm.
He got a saw on his arm, his elbow, and his arm.
Yeah.
He got he
Got
got the
stabbed in the
business.
neck. He got
Yeah,
stabbed
yeah,
in the stomach a few times. Like every time he gets patched up, he'll go back out, do the
yeah.
mission and get like
The
lumped up again.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the damage this guy is taking to his body to get this mission done. Like it's unprecedented. The only action star I can say is on this level is Keanu Reeves. For John Wick movies, have you seen
Mhm.
John Wick 4?
Well, I saw, yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen like the I think the first one or the second one, something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm a big
John
fan
Wick
of his. Mhm.
4. John Wick 4, this guy went through the ringer of hell, the seventh level of hell to get up to this movie at the end. And for Chris Hemsworth is on the same level in my opinion. It's not as John Wick is like flashy with the guns, like how he's doing kung fu with guns or whatever.
Mhm.
That's extra flashy. This is just a bull in the china shop, just bum rushing everybody, like just straight grounding and pounding people. This is ridiculous, man. And,
So
and I'm insulted on Chris Hemsworth's behalf that he's not in more action movies because this is ridiculous.
obviously there's an Extraction 3 coming up.
Oh,
Obviously,
100%.
you know.
100%.
Yeah.
There's no way this movie's number one everywhere. There's no way they're not going to make another one. There's no way.
Do you think that with Extraction 3 that the little
Mhm.
dumb boy Sandro is going to come back as like a super spy, like, like, oh boy, what do you think? Like Tyler.
He's not going to avenge his father. I think he's done, man. He's let this guy whisk away somewhere
No, I
with
mean
his
he's
mom
gonna
and
come
fine.
back and work with
I think
with
he's got help.
Tyler. Yeah.
How long in the future we got? Like it's gonna be like 10 years? Like
Who
he's useless
knows?
right now.
Who knows? I mean, because Yaz died, which is I mean, I really like Yaz as a character,
I like
right?
gas too, man. That
Yeah.
hurt. I thought Nick was gonna die, man. My chest was beating like, no, don't do that, man. No, I can't. I
Yeah.
can't do it. Nick can't die, man. That's outrageous. No.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hell no. But yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe he learned from his uncle because that's technically his uncle.
True.
You got the bad uncle that's in the gang, he's murderous, whatever, and then he's got the good uncle that rescues people. So there you go. You got two and two. I don't know, man. It's possible you can use them in the future, but right now, I think that Nick and Rake here. This is a great combo. Rake is a crazy name, but like it's a great combo working together. I love the team dynamic, man. She bodied people on the train. I I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh damn, oh damn.
Go ahead.
The
Yeah.
the the sister-in-law, she's held captive in a jail that's run by this gang, and I guess her husband's in jail too, like he's stuck in there,
Hmm.
but they're running the gang out of it, and then his brother and his uncle is running the gang outside, and so she's the whole family stuck in jail. They're basically raising them inside of the jail, and the wife, the ex-wife, is asking them to ask Rake to get the family out. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna do the job. Gets him out. carnage ensues. Carnage
Mm.
ensues heavily. So
What's
that's the
the
goes on to your question about
what's the name of the gang family? Is it Nagati or Nagata or
yeah,
something like that?
Nagazi, something
Hmm.
something Gazi, something
Right.
Z in there.
He goes to this
Hmm.
jail because his ex-wife's sister and her kids are there, right? So,
Yeah, niece and nephew.
right. So they locked them up for their protection in jail. And, she was saying, like, we haven't seen son in like, 4 weeks, 4 months. I'm like, wow, like you're
That's
in
crazy,
they
man.
they they're in jail and they're like locking the doors behind them.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, because you have your
wow.
enemies in jail too. It's jail. So yeah, the rival gang is in there. That's what they said. The rival gang is in there with the gang. So they're no one's safe, and then both of them
Wow.
want them dead. So man, it's
So,
a rough one. That's a rough one.
okay, so if you had, if you were like, you
Hmm.
know, a black belt, 3 slashes, whatever, right? And you're in the middle, and you're in the middle of the prison courtyard, and it's like 100 people around you. Do you
Bro,
think you can
that
bust
seems
up
crazy.
everyone, like, because Rake was just like straight kicking butt. It was like tens, 20, 100 people fighting him, and he was just like beating
Yeah,
them down.
that's straight survival mode at that point, though.
Yeah,
You're on the adrenaline. Like I don't want to die right here.
true.
Like that's rough.
Yeah,
And
he's
the thing
got
is,
some.
though, like
Mhm.
it it felt realistic about what you can and can't do, which is why I like this movie because like he's taking damage, like he's hurt up, and there's not like Superman. He's just punching 20 people and they all fall down, whatever. Like he's getting bodied
Mhm.
too.
Yeah,
He's getting left, right.
that was the realism of it because he was getting stabbed, he was getting beat down. It
Yeah,
wasn't
he's
like he
getting
didn't
beat
have
down.
it wasn't like, you're beating up like 100 people and you have no scratches on you. It's just like
Oh no,
there was some realism
he's
to
getting
it.
hurt. Absolutely.
So so he grabs the his wife's ex-wife's sister and her kids, and now they're on a run because he killed
Yeah, he killed the brother,
her
the
husband,
husband.
yes. And now
Yeah.
he's after him, and so they go to, where
Mhm.
did they go? Vienna, right?
Yeah, they're on the train first, which is
Mhm.
holy crap. The
Oh,
train was
right. Oh,
crazy.
the train
Train
scene
was
was like, oh my goodness.
crazy.
Listen, there was like, it's like, and here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
It's only 3 people. Now they have other people they can radio, like, hey, I'm coming here, make sure everyone's here. They have people in place all over the place, right? But for them to
Yeah, yeah.
go in and go out, it was just 3 of them. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's the main team. Then they had like the guy on the boat helped them on the boat, and they
Yep.
had some people on the train,
Mhm.
but they didn't make it. None of those guys made it.
None of
And
them.
then they had additional assistants in certain levels, but like it's really just the three of them
Yeah.
basically doing everything,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah.
wild.
And then
Because yeah, on the car ride to get to the train, most
mhm.
people lost it. They didn't
Yeah.
make it,
Right,
and like
exactly. So,
they're finding new ways to off people. Because we had like was it a stairmaster or some kind of treadmill?
oh my goodness,
That's
that was
nuts.
dope.
That
That was
was
dope.
nuts.
That was dope. He first of all, he busted him in the head, and then he body
Yeah,
slammed him on the treadmill so that his neck can crack. And I'm just like, whoa, this is
like
crazy, yo.
yo,
Russo
yeah.
brothers, what's going on, man? This is like kind of crazy, for real. So, okay, they're like being, the train
Mhm,
crashes, then they're like, yo, we got to go to Vienna, right? They're on a
mhm.
plane.
Yeah.
And then little dum dum Sandro, you know,
Yo, are you sure this guy's related to you, bro? Like
exactly.
this dude's an idiot, man. You stupid, this stupid
You
kid.
know, what do I, you know how I feel about dumb kids in serious movies. Now, he wasn't
Mhm.
yelling, but he did do some dumb stuff. It's just like,
Yeah, he did
you
a couple
do
dumb
know,
things.
right? Exactly. It's just like, they're actually going to kill you too. I mean, he put like a
He don't know
suicide
that.
vest on his fool.
Yo, he don't know that. He think, oh, it's my uncle. He's coming to help me. Like, nah,
My
son.
dad,
Sorry,
oh,
bro.
my dad, you killed dad. It's like, yo, your dad just smacked the mess out of your mother, like right in front of you a few
Bro,
times.
what team are you on, fam? Like, yo.
Exactly. Come on. It's like
Ah,
totally insane. So here's the thing
mhm,
that's like kind of amazing to me. Now, him in the jail cell, in jail,
mhm.
beating all these people up, like you said, survival mode, right? But
Yeah,
here's the
yeah.
thing. So they're in Vienna. Sandro tells, the guy that, hey, we're in
Mhm,
Vienna. So these guys are in Georgia, right? They're in
mhm.
Georgia.
Yeah.
So they come to Vienna and just completely destroys the downtown area.
They wrecked that core, that city core. They wrecked it.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, and so the police come, and then I'm like, well, where the like, where the commandos? I mean, people are shooting like, RPGs and
Bro,
all this stuff.
this is
Where the
Europe, man.
commandos?
This is Europe. They got barely got NATO. NATO got no real troops. Like it's not
It's
America.
like, what is
They got no
going
real
on?
troops
It's
over
just
there.
like, man, you got to have the commandos downtown. I mean, they brought in the SWAT team and everything, but, they got blown up like,
That that was not a SWAT team. That's a SWAT unit. That's a
yeah.
couple guys. Like it was an whole
And
team.
then they just
They
came in
barely had
on a
anything.
helicopter. Like, what happened to like restricted air? No one said anything about that. I mean, these are, again,
This
I
is
love
Europe,
the
man.
movie. I love the movie, but I mean, sometimes I have to, just talk about some of these things that seem
Nah, cause
outlandish.
here's the thing. Cause we both live in America. That's not something that can happen down here.
No.
There's an army base like 20 minutes away somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like, and they got RPG, they got everything they need over there, and
Yeah.
so does the police. The police station's got the big trucks or whatever. They got rocket launchers in the police force. Like this is not a thing over here. All
Yeah.
that stuff with action packed movies in America, that's not a thing. Like, that doesn't happen. That's
Yeah.
impossible.
So it's just like, hey, something
Absolutely.
happens. I mean, you got like satellites, the whole nine. It's just like, so that
Yeah.
sort of that scene, that sequence. Again, I
That's
love the
that's not a
movie.
thing in North America. That's not a thing, but in Europe, that's very
Yeah.
much a thing because
Yeah.
they're in England. They got batons, man. They ain't stopping nothing. Like,
No,
let's be real here.
yeah. So it's
Just
just like,
SWAT has guns. That's the only people that got guns in the entire police force in England. The Vienna scene was nuts. Like
it was
I have to give it to
it
them.
was pretty dope though. It was pretty dope.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Because they brought in about I don't know, like maybe 10 or 20 people, right? And
yeah,
they just locked down like the entire downtown area.
yeah. The gun. What's that? The big warthog looking dude that had the big gun.
Oh my
Like that was a
goodness.
lot. That was a lot. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I
y-
have to watch this movie again.
Yeah, but you
But
know what? He got Swiss cheese in the end though, dude. He got Swissed
live by the
up,
sword. Yeah, right. You live by the sword. That's what happens.
and
But
then
yeah, like
mhm.
they were able to take it over because like a lot of these European cities they're not heavily militarized. What's the word?
Militarized,
Militarized.
militarized.
Yeah, like we are over here.
Yeah.
They're not like
Yeah.
that.
North
So like
America,
they're not prepared.
I
If
mean,
somebody came in with a strike force, they're not prepared.
no.
They wouldn't know what to do.
If
They gotta
you
wait till you're finished and then come in later. That's what you're gonna do. In North America, this could never be a thing like the
Yeah.
movie.
hmm
But like in Europe, like they don't really have the stuff they have here.
Yeah.
Like even Canada's got like they got guns up here too, man.
I mean, hey,
They're not oh like sorry, like they're not that. Like they got stuff up here too.
they basically was able to get away like in Vienna,
They wreck shop down there.
but they wrecked it
Because
up,
I
didn't
think
they?
the type of guns they have, that's like we'll wait till you guys have run out of bullets and then we'll come in and deal with it.
hmm
That's what you're at.
Yeah.
Because they had a Gatling gun on top of the helicopter and they just took out a whole floor.
I mean, when
Like
they
you're not
came in, when
dodging
he
that.
flew in, and okay, so and see that's how it started because it was just like, okay, let's just say
Mhm.
any city, okay? We're gonna talk
Random
about
city.
we're gonna talk about cities on the coast though, here in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say Los Angeles. A helicopter comes through downtown and shoots up a floor with a Gatling gun, right?
Uh, wait. First of all,
He's done.
the air base in San Diego, fighter jets are in the air. 5 minutes, like not even
Scramble. Four
five.
or
Like they
five. Bing, bing, bing.
scrambled,
Done. For
done.
real.
They got a tomahawk or something. They're gonna hit you out of the sky. You ain't know what hit you. Like that's what's gonna happen.
I
You're not gonna
mean,
know what hit you.
there just may be a drone somewhere, like a military drone
That's also the case too.
with a
That's
sidewinder
also the
on
case.
it, or something like that, for real. So it's just like
I'm saying. I'm
you never
saying.
know.
The
So
odds of you pulling this off is gonna be very short. That's basically what's gonna happen.
right. So after all this was done, they
Hmm.
ended up escaping, and then the gang like had this hangar or something like near this church, which was pretty
Yeah,
interesting that there was like an airstrip near a church.
yeah. This guy Ray came in was blasting everything. And I'm like, yo, they're like, oh, they blew up the plane. We'll get the car. Nope, not the car. Or we'll get the Jeep. Nope, not
That
the
was
Jeep.
that
Get the
was
motorcycle.
super
Nope, not the
smart
motorcycle.
though, wasn't it? That was super smart. He
He
came
was
and he
just like,
said,
bam. He's
first
not
thing I
choo choo
need
choo choo.
well, first thing he did was he got rid of like the sniper that was on the roof, right?
Yeah, he took the sniper out and
Right.
he's just like, foo, 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 foo,
Yep.
foo. Just took out everything. It's in a row.
Like
Like
you are
you
not
have
going
no escape.
anywhere. No
Yeah, you're
escape.
not running anywhere. You're gonna deal with
We
this.
are dying right here. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Just
And
how smooth it was. I'm like, yo, Chris Hemsworth, man, get this guy more movies. This is ridiculous.
this, I
Get
think
get this guy more movies.
I think this is his genre. I think this is his space,
Yes,
you know?
this is his thing. He's action hero man. Like, let's go,
It's crazy,
let's
man.
go.
So and so they basically, they basically find like the guy and they're like, he's like, yo, just me and you. Let's do it. Let's do it. You and me. Come on, stop playing.
Ah,
Oh boy, he put his nephew. He put like a
put
suicide vest on
nephew
his
in a
nephew.
vest, man.
Come on.
That is wild. Like, yo, like that's like you gotta die. Like, come on, man. Like, you have no redeeming factors. You can't call a truce and be like, you know what, we best to meet today, but you go your separate way. We're gonna leave each other. No, no. There's no truce. What
Yeah.
happened to him had to happen to him because he did that. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way.
There's no. Yeah,
There's no way.
exactly. Zurab. I think his name was Zarab or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he and then they had a fight and like you said, I
Bro,
mean,
that fight was brutal.
he was
That
getting
was
lumped
it was
up,
brutal.
but the other guy was getting
Yeah.
lumped up too. So there was some realism there because, like you said, he's not just out here Swiss cheesing. He's also getting hurt. He's hemmed up in a hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting stitches
Yeah.
the whole nine. He was out of commission for like 9 months, right?
Yeah, like he broke his arm.
Yeah,
He was a mess. Like
yeah,
he was out. I don't think his arm healed,
yeah,
especially because he's holding another person in the air,
yep.
and while he got shot in the hand, he's still holding her in the air. Like, good God, man, that's a lot. That's
I
stress
was
wise.
I was reading something in I think it was Men's Health, and they were saying
Hmm.
that for this movie, he wanted to make
Hmm.
his arms smaller.
Yeah, because they're giant for Thor.
Right. He was like, so my arms need to be smaller because his arms were like crazy diesel. So he was just like,
Hmm.
these guns need to be smaller for this movie. And I was
Hmm.
like, whoa. And then, just the pull ups on a rope, dude. I don't know if you've ever done
Woo!
pull ups on ropes, but
It's hard. It's
man,
hard. It
listen,
is hard.
you
I
know,
can't do that.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I can't do that.
that
I
joint hits
cannot.
you here and it lats and your core, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, for
You do
real.
2 or 3, you're done. You're like, I can't anymore. You have to do a couple of extra takes too. So, ah,
Your boy was doing that in Triple R. He was doing the pull ups on a rope. Remember?
yeah, 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 yeah.
For real. But this movie, man, like the Russo brothers, again, like we've seen two films or
Mhm,
two series. This is a film and then a movie. Then we saw like the TV series on Amazon, Citadel.
mhm.
This year, thus far, with the Russo brothers, man,
I
they're
think they're winning.
they
They're
are
doing
putting
it.
work in, dude. They are putting work in. This was. What do you think about this
Mhm.
film, man? Extraction 2.
I loved it. Flat
Mm,
out, I loved it. I was
yeah.
cheering the whole way. I had my popcorn ready.
Hmm.
I was I was living life right now. It was great.
Yeah.
This movie was spectacular.
Yeah, man. Like I said,
What else do you have to say about it? Like, the action was top notch, like
it
straight
was,
up.
and they have a video of like how this movie was made. You got to check it out.
Mhm.
The behind the scenes, the production, the whole nine.
'Cause they have
Serious.
like the one take, which took like 4 months to do. Like, listen, I kind of wish it was in theaters so I could watch it on the big screen because I feel like I'm robbed watching on TV. Like, they
Mhm.
should release it and put it on big screen, like Dolby Atmos or whatever. Like, get it on the screen, man. this kind of thing deserves to be watched on the big screen. Netflix needs to have like some kind of at least 3 weeks to get the stuff in theater, certain things in theater. Like 2-3 weeks, just a short limited thing. If you get it, you get it. If you can't watch it, that's too bad. Watch it on TV, whatever. But like a movie like this should be on an IMAX or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it has to be. This is ridiculous.
It's with all the explosions, the quality. I mean, everything was tight. I mean,
It's tight.
even Sandro with his annoying like ridiculousness, but he's a boy. You know what? I was okay.
He's a kid.
I was okay with
I
that.
allowed him, man. He's a
Yeah.
kid. He's just fine.
I was
He
okay
didn't
with
know.
that because the movie was so good. It was
Yeah,
so
he didn't
good.
take away.
Yeah.
He's vital to the plot, and it didn't take away. Like I was annoyed with him, but I'm like, you're a kid, you don't know any better. Like you seen
Yeah.
your father run this
Mhm.
gang in jail, you don't know anything. You think this
Yeah.
is what you're supposed to be doing. That's fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't like annoying because he's dumb.
Yeah.
It made sense why he had allegiance to his father and his uncle. Like, it
Exactly.
makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
He's raised in
Mhm.
jail. Like you don't know anything.
Exactly. Yeah. This
That's
is pretty
fine.
good, man. Pretty good. What are you rating Extraction 2, the Russo brothers, Hemsworth?
This is a 9.5 for me, and it
Mhm.
would have been a 10 if I could have seen it in a theater. That's my one drawback. Like I
Mhm.
wish I could have seen this in the theater. This is
Yeah.
how good it was. Is this an excellent movie?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 10, and I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, I
Mhm.
started watching this at 12, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I was doing stuff all day Sunday, yesterday, right? And so by the time
Yeah.
I got home, I was exhausted. And so I was like,
Mhm.
you know what? I'm just gonna watch an hour of it at started at midnight. I was kind of
Mhm.
tired too. Started watching it. Boom, eyes
Mhm.
popped open. I was like, man, I'm watching this until the end. And
Yeah.
there was
100%.
nothing, there was there was nothing in this movie that I didn't like. This movie was just banging all the way through, you know.
It was relentless. Once it started, like it's kind of chill in the beginning. He's
Mhm.
fixing his arm, do some push-ups, and then it goes, and
Yeah.
it's going the whole way through.
This is a 10
And
for
yeah,
me.
I
Yeah.
was edge of my seat.
Mhm.
He's fire,
Do you
absolute fire.
do you think that, okay, you said like an IMAX experience. Do you think that like with a really nice TV at home, some really good surround sound, you think that would have sufficed?
Yeah, I don't have a surround sound. I'm trying to buy one on Amazon, and once I do, I'm gonna watch
Mhm.
this movie again because I need the explosions behind me and everything like that. I want to experience that. And
Yeah.
yeah, it for sure. Like my TV's like 60-inch, like it's good,
Mhm.
but it's not IMAX.
Yeah.
It's not IMAX.
True, that's true. Well, Keo gave Extraction 2 a 9.5. I gave Extraction
Mhm.
2 a 10. This is a great movie. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. You may want to just watch
Mhm.
the first one and then go right into the second one so you'll see what's going on.
I'm gonna do that. I'm
I
gonna
am
go do that
too.
again.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Honestly,
Yeah.
it is worth it. This movie
This
is
is
great.
really good film. Well, there
Mhm.
you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.